God's plans often unfold in ways we do not understand, and sometimes, the past quietly returns to meet us. During the 7 years of plenty in Egypt, enormous amounts of grain were carefully stored under Joseph's guidance, preparing the nation for the difficult days ahead. Then, the years of famine arrived. Food became scarce, fields turned dry, and hunger spread across the lands. But in Egypt, the stored grain was wisely distributed among the people, saving countless lives. Soon, people from nearby countries also began traveling to Egypt, hoping to buy grain and survive the famine. Meanwhile, far away in the land of Canaan, Joseph's family was suffering. Jacob heard that grain was available in Egypt, and with deep concern for his household, he said to his sons, "Go to Egypt, and bring back grain for our family, so that we may live and not die." So 10 of Joseph's brothers set out on the long journey to Egypt. But Jacob kept Benjamin, his youngest and most beloved son, at home with him, afraid that harm might come to him. The brothers traveled through the dusty wilderness, across lands filled with rocks, burning sand, and thorny bushes. Day after day they walked, weary, hungry, and uncertain. At last, after many days of travel, they reached Egypt. Now Joseph was the governor of the land, the one responsible for selling grain to all who came. When his brothers arrived at the palace, they bowed down before him with their faces to the ground. At that very moment, Joseph recognized them. These were the same brothers who had once betrayed him. The same brothers who had sold him into slavery. Yet they did not recognize him. Years had passed, and Joseph now stood before them as a powerful ruler of Egypt. Looking at them, Joseph asked firmly, "Where do you come from?" They replied, "We come from the land of Canaan, to buy food grain." As Joseph listened, memories rushed back. He remembered the dreams God had given him long ago, dreams in which his brothers bowed before him. And now, those dreams were being fulfilled. But Joseph did not reveal his identity. Instead, he spoke harshly to them. "You are spies. You have come to discover the weak places of this country." Startled and afraid, they protested, "No, my lord. We are honest men. Your servants are not spies. We are 12 brothers, sons of one father in the land of Canaan. The youngest is now with our father, and one is no more." Joseph looked at them carefully, then said, "This is how you will prove that you are not spies. One of you must go back and bring your youngest brother here. Until then, the rest of you will remain prisoners." And so, Joseph had them put in prison for 3 days. Imagine the fear that must have gripped their hearts, locked away in a foreign land. On the 3rd day, Joseph came to them again and said, "If you are sincere, let one of your brothers remain here as a prisoner, while the rest of you take grain back to your families, so that they may not starve." Relieved yet troubled, the brothers began speaking among themselves. "We are truly being punished because of what we did to our brother Joseph years ago. We saw his anguish when he begged for mercy, but we would not listen. That is why this distress has come upon us." They did not realize. Joseph understood every word. Hearing this, Joseph turned away from them and wept. The pain of the past was still alive, yet so was his compassion. After composing himself, Joseph returned and chose Simeon to remain behind as a prisoner. Simeon was bound before their eyes, while the others were given grain and sent back to Canaan. The brothers began their journey home, carrying food for their starving families, but also carrying heavy hearts. They did not yet know that God was weaving a greater story, a story of forgiveness, restoration, and divine purpose. Sometimes, what feels like punishment is actually the beginning of healing. And sometimes, God uses even famine to bring families back together.